Yo, what up, guys? Dude, the music festival was insane, amazing. I feel completely refreshed. How was you guys this weekend? Bro, you're trading the orb over the weekend, bro? Different breed. Dang, bro, did you catch today's? That's crazy. Crazy. Uh, Future is fucking phenomenal. Pardon my language. I feel completely refreshed, man. Yeah? Frenches, I'm glad you could be here, bro. Ah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Just fucking do 3 minutes. Oh, why am I cursing so much today? Forgive my language. Still got festival brain. Man, what's up with these names in the chat? It's like I can't tell who's who. We got a really badass stream for y'all today. I think you're gonna like it. I'm in a phenomenal mood. I did, yeah. I went to a festival this weekend. Yeah, Bearded, look at this, man. 618, off to the races. Man, you got me wanting to be a DJ again, wanting to take these fart coin trades, bro. Look at this. Look at this shit, dude. Fucking too easy, bro. Not financial advice. What festival? Privacy purposes, I don't want to really answer that. I put you on it. Yeah, man. Yeah, as soon as you mentioned wanting to trade orb. How's the audio? I put the mic on 200. It looks like it's like redlining. Is it good? Magic, man. I'm gonna get some water. Be back. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. You guys who are able to catch the impromptu streams, I got some sauce for you guys today. Okay. Let's talk about Bitcoin a little bit first. So we're gonna go over the 4-hour SFP. We're gonna go over the structure implications, some crypto gold ratios, stuff like that. Let me yeah, good call. Thank you. We may do a little bit of a longer stream today. Alright, so we've had this SFP. Now, let's switch over to the Coinbase chart here. Okay. Alright, so why is this important, right? So, as we were talking about before, we swept this low, right? Creating a new low here into this spider line. We've now come up SFP'd the high. And so this is now an external 4-hour SFP. Now, what somebody in the Discord was pointing out to me earlier today is this is also external daily structure now as well. So we break this low here, we set a high, we then break that low, and now we're coming up and possibly creating a bearish SFP on the daily. We are finding support on this kind of spider line here where we would expect to find support. So when does this become concerning? So if we look, if we zoom in a little bit. So I got chopped up a little earlier today. So I was I got short here and I got stopped out here, which is pretty lame because I was targeting here. It was like a 3-to-1. The idea behind that short was this bullish break of structure here on the 5-minute. So you break the high here, you set a low, you set a high, and then you break that low. So this was like a 5-minute bearish break of structure. So I got short here. Stop loss. Man, hold on. Hey, you guys good? Type 1 if you can see this. Okay, cool. So the idea behind my trade here earlier today was we had this 12-minute high. So you break the 12-minute structure here, right? You break your 12-minute bearish here. Bearish break of structure, you come down, you set a high, you come up, you SFP that high, and then I took a short here on this bearish 3-minute break. So I was taking the trade like this. Yeah, it was like a 3-to-1 trade. And then I get stopped out just for it to then come down and hit the target. But, you know, you can't catch them all. In hindsight, I was kind of like looking at what I was missing here. And then the reason I didn't signal this was kind of just a little bit more of a risky trade. It's because, like, looking at the Bybit chart, this looks amazing, right? SFP, come back down. But when we pull up the Coinbase chart here, this one gave a little bit of a different story. You still had like the 5-minute, 3-minute break. But on your 12-minute here, you didn't SFP on this candle. So like where Perps SFP'd here, the 12 actually broke, which led to like one more push higher before losing 10-minute structure here. This would have been the short to take, right? you lose your 10-minute structure, you reject from supply, and then you come back down. So just rushed it a little bit, just a little early. Obviously, like we had this nice JPOW on the 10-minute to set up structure, set a low, set a high, broke that, came down. It's also just like I wanted to get into this in case this daily SFP plays out, right? Because it's very possible that this SFP turns into like a 1 hour break that then brings us back down to the lows, right? Obviously anything can happen, right? I mean, if we close a daily candle up here, we're looking really, really good to come back to all-time highs. Something like, you know, this would be great. But yeah, so that was just a little reflecting on my part. Kind of need to look around at some more charts. There were like some really good altcoin signals to short here as well. So Ethereum looked really good for a short. So if we're looking at, or Solana, sorry. So Solana gave you like, I think 30-minute at the highs. Yeah, maybe even 1 hour. No, 45-minute. Yeah, so Solana gives you the paints the picture up here, right? So you get the bearish SFP, you get the bearish breakdown here, right? You lose structure. You come down here, you don't break any structure, you come back up to supply, you come down. I kind of wish I took this play instead. Maybe I need to start trading a little bit more altcoins. We also had like this confluence with the resistance level here. So what happens? You come up to supply, you break your structure, right? You tap supply, you break your 5-minute here, break your 5-minute structure, golden pocket or 0.5 retrace, and between 0.5 gold pocket retrace, and down you go, right? So this was really easy high confluence short. Wouldn't have got stopped out if I traded Solana instead. Entered here, stop loss here, but that's okay. That's okay. It happens. What are you gonna do? But ETH looked pretty good this morning for a long, right? So we got like this nice accumulation pattern here. Ended up failing, of course. We are kind of towards the highs, but we got our first hit here, our second hit here. We got our structure break after our second hit. Then we got our sweep. Then you initiate out, flag out at the top, SOS, and then you fail. So we got a nice little model 1 Wyckoff here. Ended up failing, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, the long this morning into the short up here, ETH break structure here, comes back up, but down you go. One of the clues that I might have like rushed it a little bit was kind of these SFPs on these other assets, like Sol didn't break the low, but that's okay. I was kind of rushing it too because I woke up a little late. We'll talk about that so I just wanted to kind of go over my trading day a little bit. I think that's helpful. So let's talk about it. So obviously this is a little bearish, right? We got our daily SFP here. It's a little bearish. 8-hour SFP, 4-hour SFP, 12-hour SFP. 12-hour bearish engulf SFP. Obviously, there's still a couple hours left in this, but it does look pretty bearish. So if we're looking at time frames, so Bitcoin breaks the 20-minute bearish here, and the reason I was looking for a short, right, comes back up, come back down, kind of get like your golden pocket retrace here. Golden pocket, which is why I liked it here. Just got swept, unfortunate. But yeah, so we break bearish after an SFP. Now, if we're talking about like a bigger rotation down, what would we want to see break? So we have our momentum here. Ooh, that momentum already broke. Let's take a look at it. More local momentum. More local momentum broke as well. So what's kind of the last thing I'm looking at here? So we want to see a structure break on a bigger time frame. So like maybe the 1 hour. Since the 1 hour is external structure, I believe. So the bearish break of structure on the 1 hour. Yeah, you break 1 hour bullish down here. Okay. Would be down here. So if we start losing like 112.826, then that would be a little bearish, right? You'd be kind of looking for something like this, right? Kind of get in on a golden pocket retrace, maybe like a 10-minute structure break on the retrace, break down, short it here. Looking to, you know, come sweep some of these lows, you know, possibly leave a runner down. I would say until this breaks, I'm not too bearish, right? Because what are we really looking at right here? So we know we're looking at a daily SFP. We know we're looking at a 12-hour SFP, etc. But we're really just looking at a golden pocket retrace on the hour, right? So we can look at our time frames that are active here, right? So we know that the 30 minutes active. We know that we just set a high on the 30 minute. So if we come sweep this low, break the high, you have a nice little 30-minute low to put your stop behind. Nice little 3-to-1 ratio back to the wick. If you end up closing up here, right, you can leave a runner, hopefully go to Valhalla, right? So we'll see. We'll see. We got kind of a nice little setup here. Obviously, this is not too interesting to me, right? If we come up here and break 30-minute structure, this is quite a big stop loss for a return to that. So, I mean, even with the possibility of a runner, there's no way in hell I'm taking this trade, right? So, we'll see. I would much rather see this, right? If I see this, then I can have a safer stop loss management. And also, what would be cool about that would be that we would get to come tap and revisit, mitigate our demands. All right. So we come mitigate our demands, break 30-minute structure, enter here, stop loss here, TP1 here, leave a runner. All right. This low breaks, we flip our bias bearish. The SFP is probably going to lead us further down. What can we look at for this kind of logic here? Well, you can look at the weekly, right? So whenever we were talking about this distribution pattern, right, you had your 1, 2, break of structure, 3. So when the price was like here or here, we were talking about the possibility of distribution SFP at the highs, right? So the bearish weekly SFP here. And when we were looking at how to trade this, we were kind of looking for a 4-hour structure break at the highs. Because you don't, I mean, some people do, right? But generally you don't want to enter on the SFP, right? Let's say you entered on the SFP, well, it comes and takes that high the next week, so you get stopped out just for your trade idea to play out. It's much safer to look at like an active time frame at the highs, right? So you SFP on the weekly, we were talking about the 4-hour, waiting for that 4-hour break. Like, wouldn't you rather take this trade? Maybe you enter on golden pocket, or maybe you enter on supply here, right? And then you're looking to target the lows. It's like a 5-to-1 trade and you don't get stopped out. So waiting for structure just makes it a little bit easier. Obviously, like, yeah, you could have gotten short. What is that? Like a little bit higher, 124.747, but does that really change that much? Maybe, but not the way that I trade. So we're looking at seeing a key structure breakdown here at 112.800, some sort of retrace to come lower. If this doesn't break, we're looking for actionable structure at demand here to come back up to the highs and leave a runner, at least up to here. Put a 1 in chat if that makes sense. I'm gonna drink some water. Also, drop any questions you guys have. Okay, cool. maybe let's pull some volume here. Let's take a look from kind of after the recovery to here. So this demand is also like confluent with our value area high, right? So come down here, actionable structure. I really like that. If this happens, I'll probably signal this, right? We're in discount of the 1 hour trends. We're chilling. Now we lose this, fall back into the value area, break 1 hour structure, reject from the value area high. Okay. Rotation down. Okay. Yeah, I do really like this for bottoming structure. Please give me a trade. Give me a trade. I'm mad about this. Obviously not mad, but I want to be in a trade. Oh yeah, shout out. What's up, Trade Intuition? How you doing, brother? HRJ in the house. What's up, man? I don't think I said hi to everyone. Let's go back. Sorry, guys. What's up, Future? What's up, Barb? What's up, Bearded? Offshore Miner, welcome to the stream, bro. Azai, what's up, man? Frenchie, what's going on? Mikey, what's up? Mad Truckin', what's going on? Hot Tamale, welcome to the stream, man. Lurkin' and tweaking? Don't be tweaking, bro. What's up, Mortimer? What's up, Grace? Andrew Cameron, what's going on, man? How you doing? What's up, Geeky? You caught the stream. Spike Gentry. There's no rush here, guys. Maybe we'll be able to take this trade on the stream. It's kind of a chiller stream today. We do have some stuff to go over, but I'm happy to be back. I know we missed the stream yesterday. All right, so let's set an alert here at the lows, and that way, if we're looking at some other stuff, we can come back. We are at our golden pocket. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe I'll get front ran, and we won't get actionable structure. That's fine. And no, that's not external structure. Yeah. Yeah, we got to take these lows, in my opinion. Okay. So let's do a little bit of a market overview here. Let's check out total. Let's get volume out of here. Let's go to our daily. So we've reclaimed the range here. What have we retraced to? Interesting. All right, so we've retraced to our golden pocket on total. We lose our 20-minute structure. We already tapped this on total. In my opinion, total is not really that helpful here because this is internal structure with this low. So you really don't have much structure on the daily. The 4 hour, you don't really have structure till way up here. So kind of the Coinbase chart right now is the most helpful in my opinion. Let's check out Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so what we were talking about before was that we had this daily break of structure here. on Bitcoin dominance. We came down to our decision block here. Now we're just kind of ranging out. Not very exciting. Let's look at our 4-hour. So currently, let's see, we break our 4-hour bullish here. Here. We set a low. We break that high. Bear break, bull break, low. So we break bearish on the 4-hour here. Grabbing. Is that like a... And yeah, this should be able to come up at least to like 60-20. We'll see. Let's check out ETH dominance. Look at our daily here. Break structure here on the daily. Okay, so this is a little interesting. We're kind of creating this little trumpet pattern here. We have a daily structure break here. Let's set an alert there. Is that external? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if ETH dominance can come up to like 1350, that would be a daily structure break, which would look good for ETH. There's a couple other things that have me looking at ETH here. We'll go over in a second. Oh yeah, I appreciate you guys hitting like. 29 likes. Oh yeah. Oh, the music's still really loud, isn't it? There we go. Always forget to lower that. Alright, so I want to talk about some gold charts here. So we have Bitcoin to gold that we were talking about here. We were looking previously for this high to break. We set our alert here. Alert goes off. Bitcoin goes up. Now, why are these charts interesting? Because we're getting some really important breaks here. So, like on the Bitcoin to gold chart, we were talking about the setup on the weekly, right? So, do we have a trade here? Let me pull my exchange up here. Alright, so we took the low. Let's set an alert here. If we take that, we can look to get long for a move back up to the highs. 3.5 to 1, not bad. Okay, so we have our alert set. We didn't quite tap this demand here. Let's throw an alert there as well. Okay. Throw a 1 in the chat if you guys like entering trades live. Okay. But yeah, so the reason why this is interesting, so we were talking about the weekly. So we have this key support line here that we're bouncing off of. We also have our weekly SFP here. We were talking about this for about a week here. Target for that SFP is up here, right? But we don't enter on the SFP, we enter on the structure breaks. But also, we just use this chart for bias. Now, some key things have happened, okay? So, we are still SFPing this on the 12-hour. We do have a valid 12-hour high here, so that is a little bearish. But if we look at the 8-hour, the 8-hour has broken structure, which is awesome, right? So we now have a weekly SFP down here, followed by an 8-hour break of structure. That's pretty strong. So also we have a 6-hour break of structure. We have a 4-hour break of structure, right? Daily, no structure here. It doesn't really matter. Kind of rejecting from previous supply though. So this was our supply before. This has been mitigated. Our next unmitigated supply was this area here. Kind of rejecting from that a little bit here. So daily 12 hours kind of the only thing that's looking a little bearish here. So what does that mean? That means if this candle can push up on the 12-hour and close here, this starts to look really good for Bitcoin, right? We know that gold's topping out. If we take a look at gold here, well, you know that we're looking for it to come down in the golden pocket. We had this JPOW pattern on gold at the highs. We had this SFP followed by a break of structure. Or wait, where's the 8-hour? Yeah. We had this SFP followed by a break of structure, JPOW pattern on gold at the highs, coming back down now. Now, we know that our daily low is all the way down here, so we're kind of coming into discount right now. So the first place we'd kind of look for a bounce, but I still think it'd come lower. I think it'd come around like 3,900. And then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, so watch the 12-hour on this gold pair. Now, ETH to gold, similarly to Bitcoin, has had an 8-hour structure break, had a SFP at the lows. We're kind of getting a JPOW pattern on ETH to gold. No real, oh yeah, there is structure on the 12-hour. So we want to see ETH to gold come close up here as well. So we're going to be watching that in about an hour or so. See if we can get that push back. It came down, it tested, it bounced from previous demand really, really nicely, kind of following its demand chain here. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But this could spell good news for ETH if this 12-hour can push back up. So these gold charts have nice posturing. If we look at sold to gold, no external structure here. And it doesn't look as good. This had a break, but it's internal for XRP. Is XRP getting a nice... Did XRP break? This is internal though. Let's just stick to the main ones here. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys like the live trading. You guys have any questions here while we kind of wait and see if this trade develops? We can look at some altcoins too in a minute. You guys like the gold analysis? I'm gonna drink some water. How's the stock market doing? Wow. Dude, are we hitting 69 on the stock market? Let's go. Dude, the meme has been completed. Hold on. Look at that. 69,000. Bearded, so that's a good question. Nice. Nice. The question is there going to be a lot of sell pressure here at 69? We're going to come fill this gap now. Certainly possible with the S&P and everything, but I gave you guys a level. You guys know it's like that 1 hour low. How crazy is that? 6,900. Been waiting for this forever. Okay. So, Bearded, it generally, this chart will generally call it before the USD pair does. So, for example, when we look at this range from earlier in the year back here, right? So we get our daily. We get our daily break of structure here. So that was on July 9th. And then for the USD pair, the USD pair breaks the structure a day later on the 10th. So the 9th kind of gave you a little bit of a head start before the structure actually got broken on the gold pair. But yeah, generally it's a pretty good indicator. Like for example, if we're looking at ETH on the gold pair here, so back down here at the lows, on the ETH pair, you get a break of structure, daily break of structure, set a high here. You get your daily break of structure here on the gold pair, and because you took the low here on the gold pair for ETH, but when you looked at the USD pair down here at the lows, you don't really get a structure break. You could say until really here, until this candle. But so instead of getting long with the structure break here, since there's no sweep of the low, the ETH gold pair gave you the call way earlier, right? And it breaks daily structure here, and then it's pretty much up. So and like it breaks structure. These gold pairs, they can kind of give you a heads up. I'll just say that. It's pretty nice. And like especially with like order blocks and stuff, like you'll get really good reactions out of like 4-hour order blocks. Like I remember longing out of this order block for the move up, things like that. So obviously you can't trade this, but it can give you a nice little indication. Yeah, so exactly, it leads a bit. It just gives you another idea. And like the macro on these charts is insane, right? So like back over the summer over here, whenever Bitcoin kind of double topped here, you got a rejection out of this ETH to gold order block here. When we hit the previous all-time high, what was it? Was it a weekly? Yeah. So whenever we hit the previous all-time high at like 70K or whatever, it was really just a rejection out of this weekly order block on the gold pair. So it gave you a little bit more of a call that we were going to kind of cool off here. And where do we cool off to? We cool off to demand. I think we had, is it a monthly? Daily. Yeah, kind of the previous highs on the day. So, and if you backtest this stuff, like it's really nice. And at the all-time highs here, when we're looking at the gold pair, it was a little clearer that we needed to cool off because it was an SFP as opposed to a real breakout. and now we're just kind of going sideways. But we are getting a nice bounce off of this support here. Now we just need to see the proof, right? We need to see the 12-hour push back up and close up here. Otherwise, I mean, this looks kind of just as bearish as the SFPs on the USD pair, bearish engulf. All right, we're coming down and tapping that demand now. Let's see if we can get a reaction out of here. We'll see. Come on, just tap it. Let's take a look at some indicators here. All right, so we're kind of rejecting off of the very high and this retest of the channel that we fell out of back here. That's interesting. We're getting a really high bearish cross on Market Cipher on the 4-hour. However, we haven't gotten like a bearish divergence yet, so we'll see. Let's look at the daily. Daily still has really nice positive posturing here. Gates are open. Let's look at the 12-hour. Ooh, we got a nice little FOMO dot on the 12-hour. We come back down underneath. Good, nice. We're getting kind of our first signs of these, of maybe a bullish cross here. Kind of a little overextended, but gates are still open above the 60 line. RSIs are green and tight. Tight RSIs are good, right? What do we talk about all the time? We talk about these gapped alligator jaws RSIs, right? This is weakness. They snap back together. Weak price action snaps back down. These strong, tight RSIs, same direction. Really nice for price movements. We kind of broke out of the 20 line here, holding above the 20 line. I would love to see it get back above the 80 line here. It's kind of like runaway train status. So you get above the 80 line, you can ride that up until you lose it. You lose it, and you come down. Not bad. Let's check out Coinbase. Look at our spider lines here. Oh, look at that. EMA strat as well. Coming under our 15-minute 200 EMA as we tap demand. I don't really like the posturing on these 15-minute RSIs. Let's see. Let's go to our 30-minute. A little bit of inward curvature. So this I do like. We have kind of alligator jaws on the 30-minute RSIs. Could snap back. 45-minute. Gates are still open. It's a little bearish. 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. This is kind of the zone where I'd like to see. Come on, take it. All right, so we hit demands. That's messing up the stop loss a little bit. I don't like this trade as much. We'd have to enter a little bit lower. All right, cool. We'll keep an eye on that. How do our altcoins look? ETH is holding up a little bit better. ETH already hit the demand here. $786. Wait, this is old. All right, yeah, Bitcoin's not getting a bounce, so we may have to correct a little bit here. again, the line in the sand down here is this low. We're coming into kind of our uptrend line here. One thing that I do like on this chart is the 4 hour. So the good thing about SFPing here and then setting a low is that if we come back up and break this now, so this was kind of a spider line rejection. If we come back up and break this now, we have a 4 hour strong low right here, which is nice. So, I mean, you can, depending on what your risk is, right? But you can plan your trade a little better with a 4 hour strong low there, as opposed to a 4 hour strong low all the way down here on the Coinbase chart, right? So we'll see what happens. All right, we're getting a little bit of a bounce here out of our demands. Nice. I really like this posturing on these Stokes here. Am I in the trade now? No, not yet. We're waiting on a structure break. We like to enter with structure on our side. So the idea behind this trade, right, is there's a couple reasons that I like this trade. So there's the potential for this trade, right? Because so let's say we get into this trade, right? Or let's say it breaks our level, we get into this trade. So we know that we're possibly entering into a daily structure break if we're able to push back. Like let's say tomorrow we push back and close up here. We're into a daily structure break. Now, what does that target? That targets the weekly week high up here. So it's a nice run, a nice little runner, right? We know that we're creating a new 4 hour strong low. So this trade is appealing because should we come up and break this high on the 4 hour, our entry is here, our 4 hour strong low is here, right? So it makes it really easy to hold this trade on the 4 hour, and you're getting into the 4 hour trend on like at the strong low. So when you're leaving a runner, I mean, it's really high risk for really low risk for really high reward. Now, also, why do we like this? Because we're in a 1 hour uptrend, right? We haven't broken our 1 hour structure bearish at the low here. And we're entering when our, what was it, 10 minute? 30 minute. Yeah, we're entering when our 30-minute structure is aligning with our, splitting hairs here. I mean, it's definitely 10-minute structure. So we're hitting when our 10-minute structure is aligning with our 1 hour structure, which is a higher likelihood that we run the high, right? Because the logic is as long as the 1 hour doesn't break this low, you're targeting the week high on the 1 hour. The week high on the 1 hour is up here at 116.397. So that's like a 3-to-1 risk to reward to the high. Now, if we were to come up, I'm not going to be able to find, oh, look at that. If we were to be able to come up to the weekly week high, that's a 20-to-1 trade, right? So it's very appealing to get into this trade because of the potential for the trade and just because it matches our rules, right? Like you want to enter a trade when your entry time frame matches your bias time frame, right? Which is why if we're entering into the 4 hour SFP, our entry time frame is the 1 hour, But if we're entering into the 1 hour uptrend, our entry time frame is like the 30-minute or the 10-minute, because we want to enter whenever it aligns with our bigger bias time frame. Y'all got any questions on that? Throw one in the chat if that makes sense. I'm gonna drink some more water. Trading is waiting, guys. We are waiting for our structure breaks. I am a little salty about getting stopped out of this short. That's pretty lame. I was hoping that I could kick this week off a little better, because last week was a little annoying for me. So we had our structure break here. Congrats on this trade again, Barb. Fucking insane. I think you wrote it all the way up to like it was 114, right? Yeah, I think you wrote it up to here. Awesome, man. So I entered this long like here, got stopped out because I didn't give it any room here. Got stopped out here. Super lame. Wanted to get back into the trade. So we waited for the 1 hour to break. So we get the 1 hour break here. And then I signaled this trade as well. I was looking for it to come back to the 0.5. There was like a spider line here as well. So I had the trade set up like this. A 3-to-1 trade. And then we got front run on this. Sidelined again as structure continues to break. Comes up, hits the target. So yeah, so got stopped out here. Got front ran here and missed the ride. Pretty disappointing. So I was hoping to get a little bit better luck this week, but yeah, short here, stopped out here, hits the target. So we're off to kind of the same little start here. So hopefully we can get a chance to take this long, or you know, structure. The price will come down, break the low. We'll get in on a structure break at the golden pocket, and we'll enjoy the ride down that way. Either way, we're gonna figure it out. But this looks a little promising here. We got a little bullish divergence in the 5-minute, deep in the red on the money flow. Green RSIs, trying to posture back to the upside. I want to see it kind of break the 20 line though. I mean, the 4 might fall out of this. We'll see. The wicks, a little bit of buying pressure there. How's the volume? Volume leaves a little bit to be desired. Ooh. Little 1 minute. Little 1 minute action here. Some degens might be in this trade. Not bad. But I certainly am not signaling a fucking 1 minute trade to you guys. Excuse my language. I like this 1 minute posturing at the lows though. I do like this. Can you look at Sol and tell me where I think the best entry point is? Yeah, we'll look at Sol. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. Yeah, we'll give it a break here. Yeah, we can look at it. 1 minute degens on Sol. Looking for this to break. Break this. Stop loss here. Entry. Targeting here. Nice little 3-to-1 trade. That's kind of a degen 1 minute trade. Let's zoom out a little bit. Take a look at what Sol's doing. So Sol, you had your SFP, your break of structure on the 20 minute. Was it 30 minute? It was 30 minute. It was 1 hour. No, it's 30 minute. So yeah, we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier. This short was kind of clear on Sol. Wish I had taken the short on Sol instead. Yeah, so you get your SFP break of structure on Sol, come back up, you retest supply, you break structure bearishly at supply. You kind of hit the first target for that short here. Again, you're kind of defending 1 hour structure on Sol, so this would be your 1 hour low, right? Look at our daily. We're ejecting from back in decision block. $15-minute structure. Did you pull this low? You did pull this low. So you pull this low, you set a high. Okay, so I do have something for you, brother. So on Sol, you'd kind of be looking for here. You'd be looking for a bullish break of structure here. You're holding the 1 hour low. If you come up, you break this, you can get in for a rotation back up. If you're targeting the high here, it's like a 2.6. You wait for a little bit of a pullback, you make it a 3. This would be kind of what I have for you as long as we don't break this on the 1 hour. We've come down to this order block. We're bouncing out of this order block here, right? Kind of where we would expect to get a reaction. Kind of the last line of defense. If we are going to defend this 1 hour trend, this is the play that I like for you, bro. If we lose this 1 hour trend, I mean, you're just waiting for the 1 hour to break back bullish or some sort of larger time frame entry signal. Or what are you looking for, right? You break the 1 hour bearish here, pull back up, set up some sort of golden pocket short, enter the short stop loss here, come back down, targeting the low, right? So as long as this low doesn't break, you're looking for this to break here. Cool. Getting a little bounce on Sol. We're getting a bounce on. We're not getting a bounce on Bitcoin. Okay. Rolling on down. Rolling on the river. Let's look at Sol Bitcoin. Rejecting the range. Sol Bitcoin. Did we pull this high? We did not pull that high. Alright, so what happens? So we break the daily bearish here. You pull the daily structure down, you get a 0.5 retrace. Retrace to 0.5, come back down, you got a daily bearish break here as well, continuation. Sol Bitcoin, you want Sol to run, you want to see Sol come up and break this. If Sol breaks 19.5 on Sol Bitcoin, then you start getting back in bull mode, right? Till then, I mean, you're just in a downtrend. Looks like a 618. All right, Bitcoin takes the lows again. Yeah, you're just looking at a golden pocket retrace down. Things are starting to look a little more bearish, guys. So these SFPs might play out here. Did we get any sort of structure set up? Maybe 5 minute? No, just red candles all the way down. This is looking less appealing to me. We'll see. See what happens. Yeah, these SFPs. SFP bearish engulf on the 12-hour. Not looking the best. I still would want to see 112.800 break, but man, it sucks I got stopped out of that short. Man, that would have been such a nice entry. 115.3. Dang. Hey, let me know if you can relate to shit like this. Like getting long here, getting stopped out here, getting short here, getting stopped out here. Lame. Lame shenanigans. Alright, guys. We can open it up. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to look at? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Be right back. FRVP pulled a question before. Did I miss something? I think I missed that. I don't have that in my chat. You can repost that question. Yeah, John. I was looking at that earlier today. I was looking at Trump. Let's see. So Trump had an SFP on the daily time frame. So you come up to your daily high. You bearishly SFP your high, and you're coming down. Had a nice little short squeeze today. Kind of looks like it might have been a momentum test as well. Just take our local momentum here. Yeah. Testing momentum, getting rejected, SFPs. SFPs all around. This might be a little bit of a longer stream today. I'm enjoying chilling with you guys. I also really want to get into a trade, so throw a one in chat if you guys are down with a little bit of a longer stream, trade hunting a little bit. Even if I'm not rambling about, even if there's nothing happening on the charts. Hang out, see if we can get a trade. Yeah, so there's a couple ways that I like to use volume profiles. So I like to use volume profiles on structure as one. Like if we take like our anchored volume profile on the break of structure, I like to use it like this. It kind of gives you a nice volume profile. It's a little jacked up because of this big volume wick, but I do like anchored volume profiles like that. Like, oh, it's because it's Trump coin, right? But if we... Where do we break our daily structure? Break our street. Why does this look weird? Yeah. Right. Get a nice little volume profile there, long at the lows, getting rejected from the value area high. I like to anchor volume profile that way. I also like to use like previous week volume profiles. Shout out to CVO. Kind of take like the volume profile of the previous week. Right, this kind of gives you like an area of volume that if we come back into this, maybe we can rotate down to the lows, things like that. Also just like obvious areas you can see on the chart. So like if we anchor a volume profile from the weekly break of structure, so you break your weekly structure here, grab an anchored volume profile, slap it on the week, gives you a pretty good volume profile for trading, right? Shorts at the highs, look for longs at the lows. Not bad. That's the number one way that I use it is on structure points. But to be honest with you, as you probably know, Barb, once you learn market structure, all of that stuff is just like, it's a nice confluence to have, but really, I mean, I could trade like this. I'm very comfortable trading like this. If I can see the candles, oh, we got a 4-hour break of structure here. I mean, it's about halfway up. Order block. Let me enter a short here. We took this short actually. Let me enter a short here. Boom, go down. Oh, get a 4-hour market structure break here, targeting the weekly week high up here. Let me run a long up to the week high. Very comfortable trading with just the candles. Do I use Heiken Ashy candles much? I do like Heiken Ashy candles. So I use Heiken Ashy candles on my Market Cipher layout here. I mean, just like the obvious ways that you use this, right? You look at like high time frames, right? 12-hour candles, Heiken Ashy flips green, looking for swing longs, right? 12-hour time frame, Heiken Ashy flips red, 3 red candles in a row, looking for a short down, right? Heiken Ashies flip green, 3 green candles in a row, looking for a swing up, right? It's like a built-in Elliott wave, right? So dumping down, Heiken Ashy flips green, 3 green candles in a row, looking for a swing up, right? dumping, Heiken Ashies flip green, 3 green candles in a row, swing up. Helps you hold your trays longer too. Heiken Ashi flips green, 3 green candles in a row, holding it, 3 red candles in a row, exit your trade. Right? No reason, there's absolutely no reason to close a long on ETH if you're holding a long on ETH. If you're not getting like any bottom wicks on these Heiken Ashies, like there's just really no reason to close it. There's just strong momentum to the upside. Heiken Ashies are very helpful on large time frames. So like stick to higher time frames. Like look here daily, which we just got a flip, right? Heiken Ashi flips green, 3 green candles in a row. Interesting little setup here. Weekly, Heiken Ashies flip green, looking for longs. Heiken Ashies flip red, looking for shorts, right? Super simple. Zoom out, look at the Heiken Ashies. Shit like that. Little bit of a, I mean, this week just opened, right? So we'll check back later in the week, but that's how I use Heiken Ashies. 3 green candles on what time frame? Like I said, large time frames, much better. But yeah, 3 red candles in a row for sure. And obviously, like it can not work, right? Like you can range here and come swipe up here, but just generally, if your Heiken Ashies flip at a key level, it's a pretty good indication of trend. These candles are great for trend. Stick to larger time frames, you'll get faked out way less. Way less. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I do. Yeah, so you can obviously front run, right? Like especially with the weekly. Like let's pull up like a random coin like Sol. Let's hide everything. Just look at the weekly Heiken Ashies. Like when you get a Heiken Ashi candle that pushes past the high of the previous candle, it's a pretty good indication of a trend change, right? Like this red Heiken Ashi closes below the previous green Heiken Ashi, and with the change of color, it's a pretty good indication of trend, right? So this green one closes above the high of the red one. It's pretty good flip on trend, right? This red one closes below the low of this one. Pretty good indication we're probably going to have a little more downside. This green candle closes above the high of the red one. Pretty good indication of a trend flip. Just, yeah, zoom out, look at Heiken Ashi candles, and it's a pretty good indication of trend, right? Flips green, closes above the previous one. Pretty good indication looking for longs. Obviously, this stuff is like not as clear cut as structure, right? But definitely helpful. Definitely looking at large time frame Heiken Ashi flips, right? Flips green, continuation up, continuation up. Very easy way to see trend. Yeah, easy way to see trend. Are you looking to longing the 4-hour order block that we're coming in now on Bitcoin? Do you think we will fill the CME gap completely and run through the 4-hour order block? Okay. So the thing with order blocks, like yes, we're bouncing from this order block. Generally, the order blocks that I care about are going to be the order blocks that are in discount. This is the high of the 4-hour range up here, right? So generally, I'd be looking at order blocks that are like below the 50% of the range. So kind of like this order block is a little bit more appealing to me. If we're talking about like a set it and forget it trade, I would feel a lot better about setting a long out of this order block than like an order block up here in premium. That's why like the 4-hour, we're kind of looking for this SFP short because we haven't broke structure bullishly. But if we're gonna hold our 1-hour trend, yes, I am looking to long it out of this 1-hour demand zone here that we're hitting right now. What am I waiting for? Like, would I just set it and forget it long here? I mean, you certainly could if you find your risk to reward, but your win rate won't be as high as if you wait for a structure break. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a structure break out of this, and then at this point, because the low is all the way down here, some sort of retrace, probably to get a 3-to-1, and then to ride it back up to this high. What the? All right, guys, inhale something. When would I be wrong if we lose these lows? If we lose these lows on the 1 hour, I'm putting my bear cap back on for a retrace back up to come back down. Does that make sense, bro? If this, then that. Trading is waiting. Yo, TF, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute. Like, generally, when you're looking for trades, you generally want to enter somewhere in the discount of your structured time frame, right? So if I'm looking for longs, I generally want to be entering longs underneath my 0.5. Now, it's kind of a traditional idea, right? That's where it flips to a 1-to-1. Now, obviously, I use structure to get a way better risk to reward, but if you're longing somewhere up here, I mean, this risk to reward just doesn't make sense at all, right? So at least a 1-to-1 trade, right? And this is just general ideas of like how people that you're trading alongside generally enter trades. But so I'm interested in this demand zone here because it's in the discount of the 1 hour range, and I'm using a structure break to get long so I can have a better risk to reward up to the high. Because we would expect this high to break unless this low breaks. Why? Because this is our strong low, right? And this is our weak high. Weak highs get attacked, right? Until we flip structure bearish. I was looking to short the range high, but I just SFP'd. Now I'm like, I hope we come up again for the 4 hour. Yeah, man. In my opinion, if the 4 hour comes back up here, that's pretty bullish because that's a 4 hour break of structure. It's also a daily break of structure. So I mean, I think I understand what you're saying, but in my opinion, if we're gonna come down, this is what that looks like, right? An SFP that leads to a structure break on the 1 hour. That, in my opinion, would be much better of an idea that we're going to come down than coming back up here, closing a candle above here, because now we have, like we were talking about, a strong low on the 4 hour, and we have a daily structure break bullish. So if you're waiting to short after the break up here, I mean, as long as you have a plan, you're managing your risk, then go for it. But in my opinion, that makes much more sense to short after a break of this low and a retrace than it does close up here. Yeah, Olio. So it's not about the amount of candles. I have a video on my channel. It's like the full market structure course that kind of goes into this stuff a little bit more. But since we're kind of just chilling, waiting on price action here, I can go over it a little bit. So a strong low is like a very reliable friend, right? It's a friend who will help you move and will make sure that all of your stuff that you're carrying gets from point A to point B. It doesn't drop anything. Everything makes it in the truck, and you get to your new place with all of your stuff, right? It's a very reliable friend. Now, to understand what that means, it's like, what is the job of this low, right? So if we understand structure, we understand that when this low was created, our previous high was here. So when we put in this low, the job of this low was to break this high. It did that job. It's a strong low. It did its job of breaking the high, right? So what is the job of this high? The job of this high is to break this low. So this high has not done its job until this low is broken. Until this low is broken, this is a weak high, right? This is a friend that helps you move and drops the box, and all of your stuff falls out into the floor and breaks, right? So you don't trust this guy. Like, you wouldn't put a stop loss above this high, right? It's a weak high. It's asking for trouble. You would, however, put a stop loss under this low because it's already been proven to do its job, right? Whereas this high is unproven to break any lows. So we would expect that our buddy here, the strong low, would attack this previous high. Once it attacks this high, our friend walks Our friend walks over here, and now our buddy, our reliable friend, is down here, and this is our strong low. I promise I make this analogy much more clear in the market structure course, but I hope that made sense. It's yeah. That's the difference between strong low and weak lights. It has nothing to do with the amount of candles. It just has to do with if it's done its job or not. Oh, we ran through the entire music playlist. Oh, hold on. Oh, I might have just played copyright music. Man, that would suck. I think I did. Come on, YouTube. Don't just start a new playlist. We'll throw on an old reliable playlist here. The music's pretty low, right? Like, you guys can't really hear it anyway, so hopefully YouTube doesn't care. Okay, so we're still looking for this high to break to maybe enter a trade. Haven't heard music? Okay, cool. I got it turned low enough then. Oh, Leo, did that answer your question? Hey, 1 minute degens. We got a 1 minute structure break. It's downtrending momentum break. Scalping 1 minute degens. Here you go, strong low. Not financial advice. Correct. That's exactly right, Oleo. Good job. You guys like the longer stream, even if I feel like I've kind of talked about everything? I don't know how you do it, Trade Intuition, if you're still here. Trade Intuition does like 3-hour long streams, man. I'll drop in to chill for like 20 minutes. I'll go on with my day. I come back a couple hours later. He's still alive. Absolute legend. No, minor. I don't mind it. I just like, I don't want to feel like I've already said everything. I'm just sitting here. You guys' time is very valuable. That's the whole point of the channel, Mortimer, is to repeat structure concepts into you guys' brain until you guys are all like Barb and you're just absolute animals, taking every trade without me even having to signal anything. Taking the trades better than me and not getting stopped out. I love it. It's the whole point. Yeah, just stick around. Well, you've been here, man, you know. But all you new guys, just stick around. This community is amazing. You can turn the music up a little bit. Maybe you guys can hear it now. Of course, man. Thanks for being here. You're a new name, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Trade Intuition, you're a different breed, man. Thanks, Frenchie. Appreciate the kind words, man. Degens. I feel like that's really irresponsible to do. It's 1 minute structure, guys. You talking about Alex's bottoming structure, the way Alex trades it? The good thing about the way that Alex trades these things, so let's assume this wasn't the 1 minute, right? So you get your break of structure here. Alex says like you get your 1, right? Enter here, stop loss below here, which is a good way to take a trade. And the idea, what Alex is explaining when he says this, right, is that like your discount of your range, kind of what we were talking about earlier, your discount of your range is here. So you wouldn't really enter along up here, right? It just for risk to reward purposes, it doesn't make sense. But also it means that your stop would be really close if you're able to get in up here, right? So by getting in on the break, right, it allows you to get like a 3-to-1 risk to reward to the highs, and you're still because this becomes your strong low after the break, right? So you're still getting in on your strong low. So this would be like your 1 setup, which is nice, right? When I enter into a trade, I generally follow what Alex's 2 setup is, right? So you get, well, it depends, right? So I enter trades based on risk to reward, right? So if I was trading this, I might just take the entry at the break, stop loss below here, because I know that I'm targeting the 1 hour week high. So it's still like an 8 risk to reward for me. So if the risk to reward is there on the break, then I'll just take it. A good example of that is like the 4 hour break back, where was it? Back here. So like 4 hour break, we did add some on like the retrace here, but you have a good enough risk to reward to enter right here. Because what was that? It was like a 6, ooh, bad number, 666 risk to reward to the upside. But if the risk to reward is not there, like you could take the 1 setup from Alex here, or like kind of what we were talking about here, where if you break this high, your strong lows down here. It's kind of like a 1 setup. But I generally follow like a 2 setup. So I'll then generally try to get in at like the golden pocket or the 0.5. Kind of what I was talking about back here when we were trying to enter at the 0.5. So I'll kind of try to get in on, you have your break of structure, you have your 2, and then your go. Now the problem with that is that if it does turn into a 3, I often find myself getting stopped out. How do you fix that? Well, you can fix that by using a range deviation stop. I think Barb does this. I think that's why he didn't get stopped out here, which kind of insulates you from that SFP where you're only really getting out of the trade if it deviates enough away from the range that it is going to continue going in that direction. So that's definitely a way that you can protect yourself. But yeah, Barb, the 1, 2, 3 methods, it's the way Alex teaches it is really good. But generally, I just enter on a 2 setup on a golden pocket after a structure break or like a 0.5. Did we pull the high? Alright, so now we get a bearish break if we lose this low. On the 1 minute. This is 1 minute degen stuff. But we did have a 2 minute break of structure here, which is kind of nice, but definitely weird talking about 1 minute, 2 minute structure on stream. But what are we gonna do, guys? We've already talked about everything else. Alexo Crypto, his Discord is in the description. Check him out. Honest guy in the space. I love to promote honest people. What's your signal to enter? Risk to reward. If I can get a 3 risk to reward, I'm taking it. Alright, because in that case, you only need to have like a 35% win rate to be profitable. And when your win rate is higher than that, it's even better, right? But yeah, generally, if I can get a 3 risk to reward, I'm happy. We could have a bottom here, boys. Very well could be a bottom. This could be a bottom. All you degens out there. This could be a bottom. Hey, 43 people watching, 46 likes. Shout out to everybody who jumped in the stream, liked, and went about their day. Absolute legends. Structure break, out of demand. Why am I waiting for up here? Because I'm signaling the trade to hundreds of people, so I'm not going to take some degen 2-minute structure break long. But it's there. It's there. It's there. Yeah, join the free Discord, linked at the top of the chat. I signal most of my trades in there. Alex's Discord is paid, but if you just want my signals, I generally provide the signals for free in my Discord as well. Little Alexo crypto balloon dog here. Little doggy. Happy doggy. Bullish doggy. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah. Yeah, Barb's, he's not, yeah, he'll DM me and ask me stuff. I'm always open to questions. Yeah, Barb is a example that it doesn't take long. It just takes dedication to learn this stuff, and it will forever change the way. What was that quote you posted in the Discord, bro? I liked that. Reading structures like reading another language or a music partition or riding a bike. Once it clicks, it's forever. That's Barb, and he's absolutely right. Here we go, boys. Are there any absolute degens in here that took the long that I was talking about here? Is anybody long? Just curious. The balloon dog did bark. I love it, guys. I love it. The link's not working. Alright, let me grab a new one. Let me know if you have any problems with that one. Wait, are you talking about the link for Alex? Let me know which link you're talking about. Lighty, I think that's Darren, right? What's up, Darren? Still invalid? Bro, I think that's on your end. Can anybody click that? Tell me. Hey, well, have a great night, Darren. We had a longer stream today, man. Most of the important stuff is in the first 15 minutes. We're just trade hunting right now. Look at that, guys. Structure playing out live. Doing it live. F it, do it live. They heard me. Come on, doggy. Let's throw a ball. Maybe the dog will go chase it. Alright, dog, go get the ball. Yeah, so Olio, the weekly breakup structure on total is very cautious for me. Ooh, are they really? Yeah, these are really gapped though. This doesn't look that good. This looks like a little rejection. But again, oscillator trading has its weaknesses, right? But just that doesn't. This is the opposite of what we were talking about. Alligator jaws down. Snap. No, the good news is no 2-minute structure in here. So you have your 2-minute structure break. Where is it? You break your 2-minute structure here. This is just a pullback to then go higher. On 2-minute, 1 minute, this would be a bear break. So we'll see. Market Cipher looks bearish. Ball instead of a magnet. Yeah. Yeah. Go get the ball, bro. People are going to come in here and think that I'm a DJ trading the 1 minute. Guys, I am not taking this trade until we break this high. All right. Have I looked at Chainlink? Is it running? Ew. I thought you were asking me because it's exciting. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Yeah. Sideways, ranging, high, low, middle of the range. Hey, it's working. Go get the ball. Go get the ball, doggy. Fetch. A short? We talked about that. You want to break 112.8 and then retrace. You're in discount of the range right now. You're not shorting discount. Shout out if you like the dog chasing the ball. We have fun here. It's entertainment after all. Just in case you guys thought about taking a trade because I said something. I'm just a guy who draws a dog on a chart, puts a ball, and puts fetch. Alright. Oh, I was wondering why Luna just came up and licked my leg. You're totally right. Cameron, let me throw something for her. Wait, where's your toy? That's so funny, bro. That's so funny. Luna's like, wait, I am fetching. What are you doing? We got some nice money flow curvature. Oh, curvature. He's fetching. Bullish in golf. Oh, for sure. It's all yours, Somali. We just did this for the first time today. Yeah? Little balloon dog chasing a ball. Dog ears and teacups? What are dog ears and teacups? Now this looks like some kind of serpent with an ear. Oh, it's a snake dump. Oh. We're just joking around, guys. Remember, the trade's up here. 114.6. This is DGen 2-minute structure stuff. We're just having fun. Oh, cup and handle. What if I do this? Send it to 0. Send it to 0. All right. You guys ready? I'm gonna send it to 0. Yeah, trading full time. Exactly, Gary. I appreciate that, man. For real. Appreciate that. I like to give alpha, but after I've given it, it's kind of fun to just chill with you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys would be looking at the charts anyway if I was in here, eh? Don't worry, I'll put the ball back. Luna, come here. You want to fetch? Get the ball. There, yeah, we can put a balloon dog on there. What are we doing? Hey, it's working. Go get the ball. You got it. Favorite festival been to? Lost Lands, 100%, not even close. Two blood diamonds on the 5 minute. Little EMA cross action. Look at that. Red dot, EMA cross. Yep. Just confirmed to sell. I mean, we'll see. I mean, oh, how is that gold pair developing here? We were talking about this earlier, Geeky. The gold already broke structure. Gold pair. On the 4 hour. It's still got to do it on the 12 hour. You still have an SFP. Just the SFP actually just confirmed on the gold pair on the 12 hour. But the 8 hour broke structure, 4 hour broke structure, 6 hour broke structure. Right? We'll see. Bearish engulf on the 6 hour. Is gold getting a little bit of a bounce? Yeah, gold's getting a little bit of a bounce. Gold's getting a little bit of a bounce, hitting previous supply here. Let's go back to our doggy. Yeah, that happened at the exact top, right? Lines out the door to buy gold. Wrong way, doggy. Here, I'll help you. What's up, Cubanidian? Good to see you, man. Alright, 2-minute structure. Hitting the 0.5. Where's our golden pocket at? Alright, we want to see a bounce here on the 2-minute. Again, this is degen. We're not taking any trade right now. We're waiting for it to come up to 114.6. We're just having a good time. Just having a good time. Little bit of a break of momentum here. Yeah, we're literally just playing with dogs on charts. That's it. Yeah, gold has nice topping structure. We'll see. These SFPs could be bearish or could be stacking liquidity. We'll see. Exactly as predicted. Oh, just kidding. Did you guys take profit? I mean, what if the high is already in? No. I mean, it depends, man. I mean, if we break on a serious note, because I know it's a serious question, a lot of money involved in that. On a serious note, if we break 116 on the daily, I think we're attacking the week high on the weekly. That's the only real target I can give you because that's this week high, it's the structural target. So you break 116, you come up to 126, 145. After that, you watch structure, and when the 4-hour structure breaks, we're probably correcting again. And the 4-hour structure doesn't break, you're just riding the waves, riding the waves, riding the wave. Oh no! Boop. Right? General market cycle. This is your general market cycle. No. Come here. Come here. No barking. I know. Orb on gold from yesterday pre-Asia was a banger. Yeah, we were looking at some Fartcoin orbs today. Fartcoin orb just keeps hitting. Let's hop over, put our degen hats on here. Talk about an orb, right? Talking about an orb. These Fartcoin orbs, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Fart orb for the win, exactly. Well, guys, this is taking a while. Still bearish undertones. You guys know the levels, right? Let's make sure people are coming and going. Let's make sure everybody's clear on what we're looking for. Let's get some of this stuff off the chart. So we're in demand right now. We're kind of trying to play 10-minute structure. Did we set a new 10-minute high? We did. Okay, so our trade idea can kind of morph here. All right, let's lock in. It's time to lock in. So what we're waiting for is we're waiting for a couple of things. So goodbye, doggy. Rest in peace. I'm sorry. We're waiting for a 10-minute break of structure out of this demand. Now, when are we wrong? We're wrong if this low breaks at 112.800, right? So this long idea, it only plays out as long as this low holds, right? And why is that? Because we have a 1-hour strong low here, right? Now, when do we flip bearish? We've had our 4-hour SFP. We're having our daily. We just had our daily SFP, daily close. Now, You don't enter on the SFP, you enter on the break of structure. This is quite a big stop loss, so maybe you get in on a retrace up to like golden pocket, get short here, stop loss here. This is the short. If you're looking for the short, this is the short, right? But the short is not in the discount of the range, right? No, it's not the short. The short is on the structure break. Now, we were looking for like a 10-minute break of structure entry. Some people, absolute animals, degens, if I wasn't live, I might be with them, took the 2-minute structure break out of demand, which this balance is nice for those people. Since I'm signaling this trade to a lot of people, we're waiting for a higher time frame break right now. That sits at like 114.6, so we're looking for this to do a little boop, boop, boop. Get long here, ride it up. Happy days, good times. Now, with setting a new high here, we can kind of change this if we take the low, right? If we don't take the low, which, I mean, who knows? The market can't do anything, right? But now if we sweep this low and then break this high, we have a 10-minute market structure break here. We can then enter our long position here with our stop under the newly generated 10-minute strong low, looking to come back up to the high. Now, me being greedy would kind of prefer this. I know a lot of you guys are long, but I like a 5-to-1 trade. Who doesn't like a 5-to-1 trade, not having to wait for a retrace? But we probably won't get that because it's too juicy, but we'll see. This is a 2.66 with the break here. Just apologize, guys, my dog. Luna, come here. Come here. Okay. So I'd be looking for a little bit of a retrace here because I'm stingy and greedy. I like a 3-to-1 trade. So I'd be looking to enter something like this. Come back up here, break the structure, dip down a little bit, 3-to-1. Coming back up to the oh, wait. Yeah, I was wondering why that looked weird. Something like this. Something like this. Coming back up to the weak high. Right? So that's what we're waiting on. So we're drawing all this degen stuff on the chart. We're having a good time here. But understand, I am not taking any trades until we come above 114,800. Or we sweep this low here and then come back up and take 114,164. We are just looking at the chart, having a good time. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Back up into supply. Didn't take this high, so this is not a 2-minute market structure break. We still had the 2-minute bullish break here. That's what a lot of people got long on. Stop loss is under here, chilling. Little 786 bounce back up. For all the people that are in the degen trade, we obviously have to put our dog back on our chart. Got to help out those guys. So we have our little 1, 2, 3 balloon dog. This doggy, he's a little clumsy. He kind of fell down a little bit. You gotta get back. Gotta catch his footing again. Clumsy old doggo. Come on, chase the ball. Or don't. Or come down here and sweep and then go. But yeah, got our dog. This looks like a weird looking dog. The last dog was better. Shout out to the last dog. I mean, he kind of stumbled a little bit, so. You have a Luna as well? Dude, dogs are the best, man. Dogs are the absolute best. I love them. Two-hour stream, guys. Shout out to everyone here. My community is amazing. We've been at 40 viewers the entire time. You guys are really encouraging me to do these longer streams because there's apparently demand for it, which is awesome. If you're still here, put a 1 in the chat. Wow. That's the most ones we've got. Hell yeah, boys. All right. Longer streams it is. Look at that. Amazing. All right. You guys like the longer streams. Hey, that means a lot, guys. Thanks. So we did confirm a 12-hour bearish engulfing candle here. SFP bearish engulfing candle. Bears are absolutely foaming at the mouth right now for this, so we'll see. "1:13 a.m. Hey man, get some sleep, bro. Yeah, or don't, man. You're an adult, but yeah. If you want to watch dogs with us, I'm down. Let's throw a Australian Shepherd on there. Oh, this one has a ball in its mouth. Yo, let's go. Look at that. This is the goal. Now we're doing TA, guys. Y'all like this TA? Phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff. 5 years. Sorry, Cuban, I'm biased. Gotta put an Aussie on there. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this fella, dude. He understood the assignment. The good doggo. Good doggo. Right here. That's what we want this dog to do. This dog right here is aspiring to be as good as this dog. Alright? We are yet to see if this dog will prove itself. He's aspiring. Get the ball. Come on, bro. I'll move it a little closer. Get the ball. How dope would it be if he comes and gets the ball? Dude, people are going to join this stream for the first time and be like, what is this guy doing? Shout out to any new people. Join the Discord, rewind, watch the actual TA. 2020. Hey, see, he just needed a good example. That's all he needed. Look at that. I think this is where we put the dog on the chart. Look, he wants to be this dog so bad. He really wants to be this dog. Dude, he's gonna get the ball live on stream, guys. Let's go. That's true, yeah. Yeah, it's true, bro. That's funny, Frenchie. Drawing toilets on the chart. Straight up. All this TA on my chart looking just like graffiti. So, Barb, this would be like a 2 setup, right? For Alex's 1, 2, 3. This would be like a 2. This is Wave's favorite. Right here. Yeah, we can look at Soul real quick. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got our setup on Soul. This makes me more bullish for Bitcoin. We got our setup on Solana. Oh wait, 10 minute. 1 minute. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. What I do like about the longer stream is that we get to show structure working live. We get to show it working live. Anyway, back to our good doggo. Come on, doggo. You can do it. It blows my mind that there's still 43 people watching. You guys are absolutely incredible. For real. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thanks, man. I can't end this stream now before the dog catches the ball. Like, come on. He's a good boy. The good boy deserves to get the ball. And then we take it away. We take it away. Nah, I'm just kidding. This whole SFP or did it break? Oh! It broke! It broke! Come on, doggy. Of course, my community is live off the 2-minute structure breakout of demand. Cause of course. Cause of course. You little degens, I love it. And we took the high. As I always suggest that new traders or people learning structure trade the 4-hour. Let them know in chat if you love the 4-hour time frame. Let them know. If you trade 4-hour structure, it is extremely easy. It's extremely easy. 4 hours king. That's right. That's right, Cameron. Yo, let's go! The dog caught the ball. Shout out everyone in chat, dude. We did it. Happy doggo. Happy doggo. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, we all manifested this together. We all did this together. You know what? That is a fantastic idea. Let's do that. I pray that every good dog gets a bone. I'm not long already. I'm waiting for 114.6 to break. A lot of people got long off this 2-minute break or off of the 786 retrace. I am waiting for a higher confidence time frame. Can I check COAI? Yeah, why not? We accomplished our mission. We got the dog a bone. I'll look at a shitcoin real quick. We're so back. Oh man, yeah, dude, stay away from this. Stay away from this. Learn to trade, dude. Learn to trade on something that's reliable, follows rules. Yeah, I mean, so what happened here? So you had the bearish break of structure we were talking about. I believe it was 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour break of structure. You died. You came back. You broke your 1 hour bullish. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back. You break your 1 hour bearish again, and what happens? The same exact thing. You die. Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, it's fucking giant oscillator, I guess. But yeah. I mean, all right. You want some TA? You break 660. You can start longing it again. 660. There you go. 660. All right, guys. It might take a while to come up to 114,600. We got the dog his bone. We took him on a walk to the park. We manifested this price action together. Not only that, but most importantly, we got to watch structure play out live. You hit demand, you break structure bullishly, you retrace to your 618, you hit the target. Happy days. You give the dog his ball. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for so long. You guys are incredible. We've had steady 40 viewers the whole time. Make sure you join the free learning Discord pinned at the top of the chat. My name's Wave Cipher. My goal is to come on here and give you guys structure every single day until it's literally banging around your head so much you can't see anything else. We will be live the rest of the week, every day through Thursday. Come hang out with us. Happy days. My name's Wave Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. Wave Cipher out. See you guys later.